Oh yes, everybody, we are back with some more Jujutsu Kaisen and other anime hot takes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with volume 4, and it's been a good little minute since I have done some hot takes. I enjoy doing these. So as per usual with these hot takes, I make a community post over on my YouTube channel. I also go on Discord and ask my Discord some hot take opinions. Also, please make sure you're in the Discord if you are not currently an active member, and we just go through and we see what malarkey y'all decide throwing me today. So without further ado, let's get on to it. We have Relic Finder 6630. Nobara's death was actually a really good way for Gege to show the readers that even the best and most kind-hearted characters can just die as quick as a snap in the Jujutsu sorcery world. Her death mirrors Haibara in that sense. That's a good hot take. I like it. I understand the sentiment. It's just, to me as a reader, I felt more shocked for Yuji. I've said this before. I just felt more shocked for Yuji rather than feeling bad that Nobara was gone. I just didn't feel that much attachment to her at that current point. For myself personally, I can't really speak for anybody else. But good hot take. I like it. We have Calamity X Dusk. The Sukuna cycle wasn't bad. It just gave the story a legit way to show us what everyone can do, which is something people complain about with Bleach towards its final arc. Ooh, is that a hot take though? Is it a hot take? I don't know. I don't necessarily think that's a hot take because I don't think the Sukuna cycle is a real thing, but seeing people were begging to see Yuji's domain expansion. We knew he had one since the Sendai fight, but actually seeing Yuji's domain, that was hype. That night was a crazy night for League. I was at the gym going crazy scrolling on Twitter. Yeah, man, I don't know if that's a hot take though. I agree, but I don't think it's a hot take. Interesting. CJ Parker 7750. Kashima should have had his own domain expansion. Hard to believe that he wouldn't explore cursed energy more in the pursuit of power. Plus, a lightning domain sounds so cool, and there's so much that could be done. Again, I don't necessarily think that's a hot take though. You know what I mean? I mean, it'd be cool, but I also do think if everyone had a domain, then nobody should have a domain, if that makes sense. Like, if everyone's super, then no one is. I think domains being somewhat of a rarity gives these these really, really powerful characters a higher standing in the world. Kashima's strong, obviously, but like having a freak like Hakari who can just keep going with it. You know what I mean? I think that makes it a bit cooler that he didn't. For me personally, I see what you're saying. MC Snack 3316. Hunter x Hunter's Greed Island arc is overhated and the world building in that arc was great. Genthru also did a good job as a villain, and the way he got defeated by Nen applications, cards, and strategy was satisfying. I have never read or seen Hunter x Hunter a day in my life. I need to. Y'all keep screaming at me too. But let me know if this guy was cooking or not, because I couldn't tell you. Gege is actually a good writer. The only reason most of the fandom don't like his decisions is because they're a bunch of kids who cannot understand anything beyond 3rd grade reading level and only read JJK for the characters in mainstream. I think Gege is a good writer. Do I think he's a fantastic writer? Not necessarily, but I think he is good. I think he is far from bad. I like what he does, but I don't think he's fantastic. I think he's good. I think for the lane that he's in, I think he's good. JJK excels in other areas, but the writing is it's okay to good. It's serviceable. It's a solid B to B minus, I would say. I don't think JJK's writing is bad or anything, but I see what you're saying. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a special announcement. I have a very special announcement. Did you see this? I have merch. Yes, I have merch. You need to buy it. You need to buy it now. Go to the link in the description down below. Okay, go to the link down in the description below. Hit the merch. Okay, I have a limited time code. Don't tell anybody. It's first drop. You heard me. First drop. FIRSTDROP for a limited percentage off of your next purchase. Okay, please give me your money. It's very important. Okay, my editors are fucking expensive, and I can't keep containing them in the basement anymore, man. It's dangerous stuff out here. And also, for some reason, if you don't want any of the merch that I have on my site, go to animeexpress.com. Use my code DAFFY10, that is DAFFY10 for 10% off for your next purchase. Okay, bye. Explosive Grape. Gojo doesn't do the strongest on the protagonist side trope justice. He ain't like Sinbad the Goat. That's from Maggie, right? Maggie, whatever. Don't think Sukuna is safe for me, Daffy. Getting his shit kicked in by high schoolers. He ain't built like the true king of the Heian era, Hao Asakura. I don't know who the fuck you're talking to. Yeah, you get some more attitude like that with me, you're banned. Pringles Man 222. I feel like there was no way to do a lot of these JJK deaths right without bringing outrage either way. Especially on leak nights. People are going to complain about Gojo being dead no matter how perfectly written they actually thought it it was incredibly base. I agree. I agree. Basically, no matter how a JJK character dies, it's never going to be praised until far later in the future. I disagree on that front. Again, I think Choso had the best death in the series. I think JJK's deaths so far have been okay. I don't think a death has been great besides Choso and Gojo. I think they have two of the best deaths in the series because we had ample time to get settled with them and form meaningful relationships and bonds with them. But I see what you're saying. People are so emotionally attached to these characters. And even Gege has gone out and said that he kills characters based on how people like them and how attracted they are to these characters and how much they attach to them. So he's like, okay, well, people, like he said, he hasn't killed Mei yet. People don't necessarily care about Mei. They actually outright dislike. Darion Edding 3142, serious hot take. They should use more sorcery and less hand-to-hand combat. They're called sorcerers, but they mainly throw the ones instead of use curses on each other. So that's actually one thing I love about Jujutsu Kaisen. I love how tight and intimate the fights are. I'm a sucker for hand-to-hand choreography, and JJK excels in it. I think the MAPPA anime only editions only lend credence to this. Like, so I absolutely dig it. When Yuji and Yuta are gonna team up and like just go on like fucking WWE Raw on Sukuna in the anime. I can't wait. I need that. You got that one panel like Yuta like fucking uppercutting Sukuna, the Yuji knee him in the face, spitting in his face. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, that's what I like. Man, Yuji taking Sukuna by his ankle, just yeah, man, yeah, I like that. I disagree, but I see what you're saying. Astro 9444, Yuji is the only one with a well-written arc. No Geto? Maki's was quick and only worked because of how comically evil Noya was. Ooh, do I agree with that? I might. I liked Maki's arc though. I did. I disagree. No, I disagree with the Maki part. I do. Megumi has no character development that felt rewarding or earned. What? Oh, you're smoking penis. Okay, never mind. Megumi has no character. Oh, stop it. Stop with the Megumi hate. Come on, nah? Dude, when he literally killed that dude in cold blood and he like his fight against Reggie and he has this moment where he's just going off. He's just like, dude, he's going for the win. He's not trying to kill himself or take Reggie out. He's literally just, he's gunning for the win. No matter, he doesn't give a fuck, right? He was gonna crush him and Reggie if Reggie didn't succeed. You know what I mean? Come on, nah? Compare it to his season 1 self. He was just actively suicidal. Like, stop it. Yuta's big moment was wasted and underutilized. Are you talking about Yujo? I do kind of think that was a fumble, to be honest. I do think like two chapters and he had a hollow purple that like just took Sukuna's skin off and he didn't really give a shit. Like, yeah, that was kind of but not gonna lie. I forgot Geto and Gojo. Y'all right. Geto and Gojo did have good arcs, especially Geto. I think there was a good setup for Megumi with Big Rock representing his suicidal nature and his like care for his own life. I feel like they set up him to overcome this, like his moment against the Finger Bearer, but that was the only moment he did. I do understand his arc is not typical and tragic, but it felt underwhelming that he didn't accomplish anything, and to me it felt like a waste. I respect you for putting this edit in and actually succeeding in people, in him saying that, you know, people did have a good point. So I like that. I'll give this a heart. Geto should have been the main villain for the series. He offered the most personal and interesting conflict of being a villain rooted in the present day of the story would have allowed him to offer more in terms of world. I feel like he did everything he really needed to do in Volume 0. Like by Volume 0, he just kind of became like comical and just like overly, like he became a caricature of himself when he just like lost his mind. You know what I mean? I definitely felt that. I felt that Geto was less interesting in Volume 0 than he was in Hidden Inventory when he just slowly started to lose. I disagree, honestly. I like Kenjaku more. I love the mad scientists just fucking around just to see what would happen. Just like not giving a damn about how evil or demented an act is, just to see just if it's gonna do anything interesting. I like it. Aisa, I don't know how to fucking say her name. I'm sorry. Yuji has most of the peaks in the show and manga, and the fans calling Gojo is the real MC don't know how to read. That is correct. Unfortunately, that is correct. The plot twist of Yojo is peak, but the actual fight is kind of ass, and the fact that it only lasted 2 chapters is a fumble for me. Yeah, I agree. Granted, everybody would be like, they would be fucked if Sukuna got that domain off. But I see what you're saying. Like, yeah, that Hollow Purple didn't do shit, and he just like Yuta just struggled, and he just like could not like. I like the fact that he wasn't proficient in using Gojo's body. Like he's literally reanimating a corpse for the first time, and it's Gojo. Like, of course, no one's gonna know how to properly use that. So I see what you're saying. I do agree. Kind of weak. Even in my review, I was like not like super hyper excited or anything like that. I thought it was JoJo Part 6 was good. That's not a hot take, man. JoJo Part 6 is one of my favorite parts. I like that part a lot. I really do. I think it's a little long for me personally, but I love that part, man. I love Jolene as a protagonist, man. Ooh, that's my baby girl. I love that. We have Waffle Boy 7487. People take inspiration way too negatively in the anime/manga community. They treat inspiration like copycatting, which is not the same thing. Every author borrows elements from other authors in order to create something new out of it, and that includes your favorite authors. The big three have stated multiple times they took inspiration from Toriyama, Togashi, etc. Yet when a newer author like Gege does it, now that's when you call this out. I don't know, it just spells hypocrisy to me. Oh, this dude was spitting. Yeah, this dude was spitting fire in the booth, man. Yeah, okay, I agree wholeheartedly. It's also referred to as a homage, right? All these different authors, and people also got to understand, a lot of these authors, especially the younger ones, they hang out with each other, right? I think it was a Hirokoshi and Kubo, and there was somebody else, another new age author. They were all just like kicking it, right? They like just how like you and me. Like they were just all out like talking, and a lot of these authors also, this isn't like their real names too. A lot of them, like their pen names. Gege Akutami is their pen name. That's not their actual name in real life. But they be talking. They got group chats. They're normal people too. And then when they see something like, "Hey, bro, that was some good shit. I like what you did," and they try and they take inspiration from it. So no, I agree 100%. There's nothing wrong. Now when it's like frame for frame, shot for shot, like all like in like the same exact elements, then yes, it's like, I'm gonna feel a little certain type of way. But no, I understand completely. Yorozu can beat current Maki, current Hikari, and can beat Yuki. What the fuck? Yorozu? Brenda, how strong was Bug Armor? I mean, Perfect Sphere, like, I mean, it's cool. I get. Would that kill Hikari? I don't necessarily think it would it? No. Let me get a reminder what Perfect Sphere does again. Hold on. Under normal circumstances, a perfect sphere is thought to be impossible to create. Yours being untouchable. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like that bug armor ain't shit, to be honest. Like, I'm pretty sure YUJI would just bust through that shit with like little effort. I mean, if that true sphere hits anybody, like they're just fucking dead. Like, it's kind of like a hollow purple, like like infinite pressure. I mean, I don't think Hikari like clips his arm, like yeah, but like if it like hits his body or his brain, like he's cooked. How would that interact with Yuki's black hole? Would it eat the black hole? Ooh, that's interesting. How would True Sphere interact with Yuki's black hole? Someone answer that for me in the comments. I'm very curious. Maki probably. Hikari, probably. And then Yuki, I don't know. I don't know if Yorozu's taking Yuki. I don't think so. There's something in the back of my mind that's telling me Yuki's taking Yorozu, but I feel like it's a hard diff. I can't exactly place it. I'll just sit and dissect both of their fights before I answer this question fully. But no, I feel like Yuki wins over Yorozu. Yorozu's definitely top 10, easy top 10, possibly top 5 depending on who you ask. But yeah. Interesting. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, man. Do you guys think that are any of these hot takes are valid? Do you think that they're bugging? I don't know. Just let me know down in the comments what you think. But yeah, it's your boy Daffy, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this video. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one, guys, and take care.